BlackMonstaa187's Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The Seahawk ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, we've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down and 4.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
First and 10.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
6-man. Check cross, check cross, check cross. Heavy two.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Hey, 66.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 22-yard line.
They run it with Carson. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Seahawk ball carrier. He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Seahawks 7, Buccaneers 6.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The two veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the rookie out of Miami, this is DJ Dallas. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Wilson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Let me go.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
5-yard line.
Just use the mic. Just use the mic. Watch the curve. Watch the curves. Mike 50. Mike 50. Get this work. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Take over.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a gain of a yard.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. So now a carry here for the fullback. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Ballore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
14. Buccaneers 6. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seattle.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Buccaneers 6. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
At the 30.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 53 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs are able to cut into that depth. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. His throw incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get two. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
Point is good.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is down to 2.
Buccaneers, 19.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On the delay, here's Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Carson. And he's taken down inside the 30. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
46-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's a slant to Gronkowski. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
No, 66. Max 50, Max 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check my 50.
On first down, Brady. Throw left side complete. It's Evans. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. To throw again, Wilson. Now he's going to send this one deep right. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Carson. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
The Seahawk ball carrier. Sean Bunting on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Goal 50. Hey, watch out. Check line 54, line 54. Goal 50.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 8 yards.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Hey,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Single slot. Mike 50. Here we go, D. Hey, check it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike's 50. Hey, Alabama. Hey. 50 to Mike. Hey.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
6-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Hey, that's good. Hey, check it.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Mike 50. I got him. Mike's 50. Not today. Hey, 66.
Again, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
That's the way. Hey, Mike 72. I'm coming. Mike 50. I want that.
Throwing again. Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Brady to throw again. He's got Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Brady going to look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. They were Eagles still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point put through by Suckup, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Wilson will throw again. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Jason Pierre-Paul on the stop.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So after the INT, it's Brady looking downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Buccaneers.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
pick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
Roethlisberger's pass, complete to Eric Ebron. A gain of 13, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st down, Steelers.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, dude. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 54 mark, 54 mark.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Ben to throw again. And that is incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away. He went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
53! Check 41.
Brady now on 1st down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 91 yards. And the Bucs have taken a 1st quarter lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down. And
he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
It don't even matter, baby.
Picked
It don't
up by
matter.
Ross Cockrell. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Bradley Pinion the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
The kick is...
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Going with a big fullback, wide. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They go with Watt again, the fullback. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. It's 4th and goal.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. A give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's going deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Steelers' 14-yard line.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
I'm scared. Double time. Double time. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, time.
Now Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal Rob Gronkowski as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now Roethlisberger on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what'll be the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
72. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Watch the run. Hey, 41 Mike. 41 Mike. 72.
Brady now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Switch.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Check 41. Watch the run.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Focus, defense, focus. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 41.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. 7 yards, the pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Brady. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Brady going to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 31. Check 31. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
He was tackled at the.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
41 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. Reload.
To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
13 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Black 80.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
In your face.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Shaquille Barrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The 46-yard line.
Like 20. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, baby.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
6-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Jones, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Jones. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, 66. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Let's go, D. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check 41. I got you.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Russ Cockrell. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Their own 33-yard line.
Don't stop that
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 67 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
56.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here's a first down throw that's complete, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
First down.
Here's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Levante David. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more.
It's caught at the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 56 yards. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run in.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Third
and that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
There we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This is caught, Gronkowski, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try now for Suckup. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Bradley Pinion to kick off 4th.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Check, 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 check.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick six. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. No gain, and it's second down.
Complete to James.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Smith-Schuster.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
54. Come on,
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
21 yards.
Again, it's Roethlisberger.
Steelers.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
First and 10.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Brady going to throw here? Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because...
And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.